Final race on the programme then at Sha Tin on a Wednesday night. The all-weather programme finishes off with a class over the 1650, a really strong lineup as well. Headed by King Shield, who was last time he was on the all-weather, was a beaten odds-on favourite as well at 1.7. A couple of run starts, hasn't done too much. Elusive Stake beat him on that occasion. Glorious Artist holds the 1800-metre track record here. Pressure Ship makes his all-weather his second start on the all-weather here in Hong Kong. Red Desert, very consistent. He's a two-time winner over the 1200 metres, as is Encore Boy. California Deep Shot, he makes his dirt debut. Hong Kong Great will roll forward from barrier 11. Magnificent down in class, another front runner. Righteous Doctrine and Holy Heart has won 2 times over this trip at Happy Valley this season. Was last on the dirt last time round. A whole host of them have been up at Chung Fa in the last 30 days. 1, 3, 4, 6, 9 and 11. So we're at the touchscreen to have a look at the speed map for this one and a couple of key races as well. And Tom, speed is the key here as well. Good to fast predicted with Boast, King Shield and Hong Kong Greats noted front runners.
Yeah, well, who blinks first between Derek Lung and Vincent Ho? Hong Kong Great with Vincent Ho and Derek Lung there with King's Shield. King Shield loves to lead, and as to does Hong Kong Great. We saw him go mad out in front 2 runs ago with Hong Kong Great, and he couldn't go on, but he was a winner last time out. So who blinks first between those two? Magnificent's another horse that's a pace influence in the race. He has led on numerous occasions, and California Deep Shot was up outside the leader in a recent barrier trial and went to the line under a hold. If they get away the top 2 or 3, that might allow Chad Schofield to get in on Red Desert out of gate number 10. Otherwise, if he can't, it could be a little tricky there for Red Desert. But hopefully with the speed, and the field just might open up and he might be able to slot in. A Glorious Artist back there with Holy Heart, and Pressure Ship also likely to get back with horses like Righteous Doctrine. And in the meantime, should allow a lovely run through on the fence for Elusive Stake from gate number 1 with Joe Moreira. But who blinks first between Hong Kong Great and King Shield?
Yeah, it's all about speed here in the last. What have you seen out of track work, Paul?
Well, King Shield's the first one we'll look at. He's on the far side, just working with his stable partner, Speedy Mouse there. So, look, he's going fine. He was a little bit disappointing last time when he dropped out. But look, there's no problems with him. He stretches out nicely there, as does Elusive State. We know he loves the surface, and this is his go. And he was impressive last time as well. So he was on the other side of the coin there, and he looks nice and comfortably in his work. And the other one we're going to have a look at here is Glorious Artist. Another one we know loves the surface. He's drawn barrier number 9, but with all his pace on, I don't think it's going to be a problem for him. He should be able to slot in, and again, another one he should have the race run to suit.
All right, and Glorious Artist is trained by Frankie Laurie, so has King Shield in the race. So let's start with him, double-handed. Frankie out of track work again, speaking with Ed.
2 runners, Frankie, in the last on Wednesday night. Let's start off with King Shield. We know how good he can be on the dirt. What happened to him a few runs ago when he last ran on the surface?
You know, he raced once in all the track set on. I think before that race, he got a big accident, and then maybe just give him a little bit not good memory. So after this one, I need to race him on the turf because a lot more dirt. So last few ones looks not too bad. So this time we just put back to all-weather track. I think it's better for him.
Can he win, do you think, Frankie? Can he return to his best?
I think so, but we need to have looked the other horse, that Hong Kong Great. He looks quite good. Last time he's the time's really fast.
And with Hong Kong Great, he likes to go forward. Your horse likes to go forward. Couldn't King Shield still run well if he can't lead, if Hong Kong Great were to go too fast in that race?
I think so. Depends by what Hong Kong Great doing. If he want to just want to lead in front, just let him lead. I don't want to 2 horses together and then head-to-head. No good for him. Yes.
And Glorious Artist, he's won twice this season. Frankie, back to the dirt on Wednesday night. Did you like his trial at Chung Fa?
Yeah, it's trial good. And then this one is come from behind. It's good for him because you can see this race few horses go in front. So I hope this one come from behind can get a win or can get some prize money for the owners.
So of your 2, Zach Perkin picked Glorious Artist. Who are you picking, Frankie?
Hard to say. Before, I still think about King Shield should be better. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting, the two of them, isn't it? And Derek actually used to ride Glorious Artist quite a bit. He rides King Shield, and Ed said Zach makes the switch to Glorious Artist. We can have a look at that race in actual fact, where he's a short price favourite, guys, and see Elusive State. I mean, here he is on the corner. King Shield eventually weakens out of it. The winner here, this is Elusive State, a very impressive performance from him. Encore Boy actually runs past to finish in second place. You've got Red Desert then finishing third. Better known as 1200-metre horses, I suppose. Glorious Artist stays on very well into fourth, and King Shield circled there. Weekends out completely, Tom. So he's a hard one to sum up for me here.
Yeah, look, I've left him out. I thought he was pretty ordinary on this occasion. He was up on the pace, and Joe came round at about the 1100 and slid forward and ended up sitting outside him. He just couldn't go on at all. Very, very disappointed. Was deemed unacceptable by the steward. So I didn't mind the run here, Paul, of Encore Boy. He's a horse that can bob up from time to time, and he placed at a good price, I thought, last time out. But Elusive State, I think, the horse to beat.
Yeah, I agree. I've got him on top because I just think that he's going to get the race run to suit him with King Shield, and he's going to get taken on, or he's going to trail, because Hong Kong Great only knows one way of racing, I think.
Yeah, and this is him here, and I've just got the suspicion, Paul, that they might bring themselves undone. Yeah,
there is that possibility as well with these two. I think this horse will lead at all costs, so it'll be interesting to see what Derek does on King Shield, and if he does get that trail and settles, then look, I could think he can run into a placing, but that's the query for me. But I just think with all his pace, it's going to suit the horses like Elusive State and Glorious Artist.
I left this horse out as well. He was on the cusp Hong Kong Great, but if they go mad in front, it's not going to do him any favours. He kicked away and was pretty easy at the line there.
Oh, he's very exciting, though. Vincent Ho rides. Zach wouldn't have got down to the 116. Vincent might struggle as well, actually. California Deep Shot we can have a look at in a second. We'll have a look at Red Desert, though, first here, Tom, at the trials. The other horse to take note of is, again, Elusive State, just having an easy time of it out wide.
Yeah, just tricky draw for Red Desert. He's dropped 19 pounds coming into this. He was on speed outside the leader last time out, hit the front but was headed late. Nothing wrong with the barrier trial. He was a tad keen down the side, but I thought still stayed pretty well. You can see the hold that Elusive State was under, Paul, under double wraps there. Yeah,
I'm worried about 1650, barrier number 10 with Red Desert with all that pace underneath him. I think that could be his undoing.
All right, so I slightly jumped the gun there with California Deep Shot, but here he is now at the trials, Paul, and leading as well. But with all this pace, I don't think they'll even consider it on Wednesday night. The other one to keep one eye on is Righteous Doctrine out wide here.
Yeah, look, he's been going really well, California Deep Shot. So, look, I didn't get him in the end. First time on the surface. I think he's picked a hard race to come to the surface for the first time. I did put the one coming down the outside in, though, which is Righteous Doctrine. I think 1650 will suit him, and again, the race will be run to suit.
I'm going to sneak California Deep Shot in. Like this trial, look to be doing it pretty easy at the line, so I think he could be a player for a minor prize.
Yeah, I definitely think he's a player each way as well. So, open contest here, Paul. What do we like?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Elusive State. I think whatever happens in this race, the race is going to be run to suit him. He's on top to beat Glorious Artist, Righteous Doctrine and King Shield. 2, 3, 10 and 1.
Same Quinella, but 2, 3, 6 and 7 my numbers in the final race. Elusive State over Glorious Artist, Encore Boy and California Deep Shot.
All right, and I'm going wide, but more on that in a moment or so. Stats-wise, Paul, who or what are we looking at this week?
Beto Jung, he's gone really well on these all-weather night meetings since the start of last season. He's had 13 runners for 4 wins, 2 seconds and a third, for a win rate of 31%. And he's got Yes We Can, I think, it's a big chance to add to that stat on Wednesday night. He's also got Cool Celeb in there as well as another chance.
OK, best bets, though. Who do you like?
I'm going to go with Moiraki. I think he'll get the perfect run in race number 8, just behind the pace. He looks like the all-weather suits him. And Colonel, he's drawn wide. I think he can get outside the leader. Race 3, number 1, Colonel, at a bit of a price. And I'm going to do the play in race 8 with Gunnison, Lucky Fun and Moiraki QQPs.
Try and strike early with winning strikes in the first race. Race 1, number 5, Paul O'Sullivan, Derek Long combination going well at the moment, and the value comes up a little bit later on with race number 3, number 12, Speedy Optimist 4. The new stable, Casper Founds, Alexi Bedell rides the play in that race as well with Thou Shall Sing, Jade Phoenix and Speedy Optimist.
Jade Phoenix, there you go, leads me into my best bet. Yet to win, but think he can from race number 3. And wide and last, Pressure Ship, Tony Pacone. Well, for Ricky, much better effort from him last time out. Elusive State, Pressure Ship and California Deep Shot is the play. That is it. Looking forward to Monday's programme as well. Group 2 action there, but that's the show. Thanks for watching. Hope we'll see you at Sha Tin Wednesday night. We'll be racing to win.
Good night.